What up, YouTube? Um, so it's beautiful out here, nice and bright. We got some sun, which is good. Hopefully, I can get this thing to start thawing out because I've been out here for like 11 days, stranded. Lines froze up, gas lines froze up on me. No, the gas didn't freeze. The gas lines froze. It's happened to me before, but um, she's stuck. But this time is really bad. It's really bad because I'm parked across from like a lake, and so we get all that cold air. But hopefully, we'll have a couple days of some warmth, and I have to get a jump and all that stuff. Hopefully, my battery pack will do the job, but we'll see. Someone in the comment section was suggesting, anyways, as far as different places to go, places like the library. But they also was saying, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys, saying things in the comment section, and because that means you're watching. So that's awesome. But I will have to correct some things. I don't just hang out with anybody. When you're living this life, it is not vacation. I think a lot of people think that van life is like some type of fun life. It could be if you're not in America. It could be. How many times since I've been in this spot, the police has come and see if I have any warrants. Once they find out I don't have any warrants, they bounce. They don't really care about, you know what I mean, really, trying to help you or give you a jump and all that stuff. They just want to see if you have any warrants. You're not kidnapping anybody in this van. And once they find out, that's it. That you're on your own. So, but if your tags were not updated, they're towing your stuff. Some police will give you a chance, but it doesn't matter just because you're homeless or struggling. That's not that type of love in America, okay? They don't care. You need to show up at work on time. If you didn't get rest that night and all that, it doesn't matter. You didn't find a parking spot for you to rest and all that, doesn't matter, cutthroat. I mean, for example, just me being in this for 10 days stuck here, I'm 30 minutes away from my job, job gone. So I'm, unemployment, just from me being frozen here. You think my boss is going to come out and, let me give you a jump and let me see if you're all right and unthaw your lines. And nope, you're just a number. So van life is not some vacation. It's not some vacation. And especially for me being a devout Muslim and all of that, people say, so what does that mean? So what? I think in America, everyone's looking for a good time. And they don't like listening to things like this because it makes them feel they want to hear a happy story, a good ending. We all do, believe me. But it depends on where you at, who you are, And in the United States, I mean, your happy ending it's gonna be a minute before you get that happy ending, And a lot of people don't want to hang out. When you start talking about getting prepared to go on the countryside, things are about to be really bad in the United States. Don't drink alcohol. Don't eat out. Don't have sex out of wedlock. Even some of the, a lot of the so-called devout Muslims ain't even trying to, you know what I mean? The United States way of life got them. They got them. And so we're always trying to mix in the religious way of life, the Abrahamic way of life, with Western way of life, and it don't mix. And so we don't like people who let that be known or point that out. And when you live that type of life, you're not going to be hanging out with everybody. You're going to be a lonely person, um, until God says otherwise. So, yes, you can go to the library, because someone said in the comment section about going to the library and finding resources there. Yes, you can. You can use the Wi-Fi. As a matter of fact, once this thing, probably another week before this thing falls out, um, I'll actually be needing to go to the library, because on the unemployment, they make it very difficult. So, um, sometime on your phone, you can't push certain things or go to certain things, so you need a computer or a laptop, and those are good for that. But you can find a lot of things online. A lot of stuff online that you need as far as books or whatever. But when you are living this life, it's about survival. It's not about hanging out, people. It's not a vacation. You know what I'm saying? It's not a vacation. I don't know what I don't know what a lot of people think van life is. You always have to look for different parking spaces. That is the number one thing. Always. I talked to, see behind me, I talked to the owner, the manager there. I talked to the manager there in Coles. Can you see? Yeah. You can see Coles. And just to let them know, I bring your ID, brought my ID, just to let them know, hey, I'm gonna be in your parking spot for a minute. Please don't tow it. And that's what you have to do, because they will tow it. They don't care that you're homeless. So, I've been in this position for the past 6 years. It was not my choice. I didn't just wake up and was like, yeah, I want to live in a vehicle. Um, Things got really, really hard, as far as surviving. I don't have family, so families split up and split up for years. It didn't just happen. Like, we split up for a very, very long time. And I don't have family like that to be able to just call, yeah, I'm all the way in Colorado. Family is all over different parts of the United States. Some people I haven't even heard from for years. So you're on your own. You're on your own. And a lot of people don't like the whole doom and gloom talk, but I don't like the whole try to feel good talk and trying to like water things and cope. I like reality. This is reality. Okay, I don't like the whole coping thing, because I can't sleep. I like to know what reality, man. What am I up against? So I can know what to do. I can know the next step I need to take. But this whole, 6-7 years since I've been, living in a vehicle, it's not easy at all. Not even a little bit. Not even one drop, So, yeah, I'll be giving updates. I'm trying to get over my friend. He's preparing. He has a place out in upstate New York, and he's like, bro, I have a room for you, so I gotta make it out there. But of course, just getting money to do that. First of all, I gotta get out of this position I'm in right now, and I gotta, hopefully I don't have. I actually do have to get one part on this van before I go anywhere. But that's my mission. And I'm always educating myself as far as the economy, what's going on with the economy. Forget about the stock market. Stock market is not the economy, and what the news says, it's not the economy. We all need to be trying to prepare for what's coming. Trump can't save this this country. So As much as people would like to see me put up some type of feel-good videos, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna put up real stuff. You know what I mean? That's the thing about when you've trained in mixed martial arts. It being punched in the face and being submitted, things like that, teach you about what's real, not what you're trying to cope with and what's, you know what I mean? I like, yeah, right, real, and this is real. I don't eat out. That's food is poison. I eat out, you're wasting money, and I don't do all that hanging out at restaurants. Um, I'm looking for a wife once I get money established to be able to take care of that wife. You got to do that first, right? So other than that, you know, there's no sex out of wedlock. So I'm not hanging out with a bunch of girls and doing all. I haven't done that in years. And people could think I'm lying. I don't care. I don't care. I'm honest to the bone, man. I have to be because God is going to judge me when I'm in front of him. And it's, hey, I don't want to be burning in the fire. You know, I think about that a lot. So, yeah, that's where I am. And, but, you know, I will show you like how I cook and do little things like that. Some of the meals I do make. But yeah. Other than that, it's pretty much surviving. You're surviving every day, and I think that's what America, they don't realize that. They don't. They think it's like some vacation, or the guys are just on drugs. They're lazy. They're just choosing. Like it's just until they're actually in this position, they don't know. A lot of, and I'd rather people just say they don't know versus trying to always say something, you know what I mean, that really make them feel good because they don't ever want to see themselves in this position. No, not in the United States, you don't. No, not in the United States, you don't. So, yeah. I don't mean to put this country down, but I mean, the facts are the facts, man. You start printing a bunch of money that's not backed up by silver and gold, and you let the banks control a nation, you're gonna find yourself sleeping out on the street. It's a cutthroat, you know. This is why Jesus, all the prophets, did not deal in usury. Usury is wrong. If you're not educated on what usury is, or riba, or lending money on interest, and the three forms of it, you need to educate yourself. Okay, don't get mad at the person's giving the information. You need to go and research, and you will easily realize and find out that the United States is pretty much done. It's pretty much done, man. What Trump is doing is he's just erasing the dollar, right? By lowering taxes and tariff here and this and that and that, and the dollar's just going to be erased and trash. So it's too late. He didn't necessarily do it. It's just he's just trying to, you know, make things okay. But it's pretty much too late because of the money printing. And this is the results of it. A lot of Americans will be living in vehicles. They will be homeless. And they will understand what I've been barking about. They will get it. They will understand. I don't want that. But that's what it is. And that's why I think a lot of Americans don't judge. Don't be cocky and arrogant. You know what I mean? Ignorance is one thing. You can always correct an ignorant person because they don't know. But an arrogant person who are just hoping that it doesn't happen to them, so they have a bunch of sayings, you know, yeah, you can't. Those people just have to go through the fire. They have to experience it. So, yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. We got to get this van to thaw. I've been here for about, like I said, about 10, 11 days. And sooner or later, like here's a police officer passing up right now. And sooner or later, man, you know, there he is right there. Sooner or later, you know, they'll be saying, hey, you need to tow that. It's been here for too long. So, which, you know, wasn't mine. It was supposed to be an overnight. I was supposed to be here just overnight, but it was below, minus below, and gas lines froze up. As a matter of fact, I had the vehicle on all night and just turned it off in the morning just for, you know, an hour. And that was it. Couldn't start it back up, and I've been stuck for that amount of days. So this is what it is, man. It's not a feel good, you know. I feel good when I'm able to go do my running and my sprints. Other than that, it's discipline and surviving, you know. And a lot of Americans can't handle that. A lot of them, they all want feel good, feel good, feel good. And there's nothing wrong with that, but once it starts to cloud the mind, and it starts to make you think, oh, you could just do this. Oh, you could just, come on, man, you don't really have any empathy for other people, you know. And so you because you haven't suffered, you haven't really, you know, gone through anything. And some people, when they say they've gone through stuff, they really haven't. They really haven't. They just want you to shut up, you know, because you're making them feel uncomfortable. But they really haven't really gone through anything where it's the chips are falling back to back to back. And those who have, they're very humble. You can tell. They're always giving you things to be able to make your life better, you know. So yeah, I will definitely keep you guys updated. Any suggestions about how to get this thing started, and get me on the road, that would be awesome. But yeah, that's my goal. Get out of Colorado, get up to upstate New York, get some money somehow, and get going. So I'm not in this, you know, because things are about to get worse. Believe it or not, things are about to get worse in the United States. So I will keep you guys updated, and stay safe out there. And hey, man, you know, I still stick what I say: get a van, get a vehicle. But having family helps, you know. Um, Having some money in your pocket definitely helps, and being able to, uh, if you can make money offline, and you don't have to worry about going to a job, that helps when living in a vehicle. That definitely helps. So other than that, you're going to really struggle trying to go from job to job. You got to work two jobs. You got to find a place to park, all of that. And your bosses don't care. Remember that. They don't. No. Listen, man, you can come in missing an arm. Okay, just lost your arm. It's like, can you perform today? Can you keep a smile on your face? We know you're in pain. That's okay. So, you know, some of them, they got to get a taste of being homeless. And some might say, well, I already have. Well, obviously you didn't learn. Okay. Not because you have good credit and all that, but because you became very haughty and arrogant. So, not to, I know my little rant there, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated.